George Pickens had 1 catch for 2 yards on 2 targets in the Steelers' 19-16 victory over the Falcons on Sunday. Take a look. Cameras caught the rookie yelling at the sideline to get him the ball in frustration during the game. Now, Mike Tomlin had an interesting take. He says he's fine with Pickens' reaction, telling reporters, quote, "I'd rather say whoa than sick him. The guy that wants the ball, I want that guy." Shannon, weigh in here. Do you have any sympathy for Pickens?
I get his level of frustration, but I think what George needs to understand, he's not playing with a top-level quarterback right now. Mm-hmm. And I get it, Skip, I get it, because you see what he can be. You see him make highlight reel catches. He looks like a young and upcoming receiver. But right now, you're playing with Cody Pickett, who's a rookie, and you're playing with Richard Trubisky. Has 37 catches, 512 yards, which is 4th amongst rookies, with 2 touchdowns. He's had 3 games of 80-plus yards, Skip, including a season high of 102 in Week 4 against the Jets. But he's had 3 games where he had 3 yards or fewer. So I get the level of frustration. Like, yeah, guys, can we? I'm not saying I need to have 100 yards a week, but can we get some consistency here? I ain't got to be 100, but damn, I can't have 3 or fewer. Can we stay in the 40 to 50 range? And he's like, bro, get me the ball. He's the only playmaker you got. And the receiver, you look, Freiermuth can catch it, but he's not Travis Kelce. No. This kid looks like he can be a bona fide, legit #1 receiver.
Does he?
And so get him the ball. I was never a guy, Skip, to blow up and yell and scream, because once I left John, I had to understand. Guys that's throwing me the ball, no disrespect, y'all not John Elway. And so what I expected to get from him, I shouldn't expect that from you. But he only knows rookie quarterbacks. And he's like, well, what happened? It was going so good at one point in time. And now I can't get no balls. I can't get any rocks. So Mike has said, look, we'll give him a better avenue to voice his frustrations. But I'm not pulling back. I want that competitive. As a matter of fact, I probably need 22 or more George Pickens.
That is true.
And that way we'll win more games. But I'm not pulling back these reins, because this is what I want. I want competition.
No coach in this league has more experience dealing with difficult wide receivers and talented wide receivers than Mike Tomlin. Antonio Brown, Juju.
He had Mike Wallace.
Mike Wallace. And here we go again. But every time I turn on the Steelers and I watch that kid play, I say, that kid can really play.
Yep.
And how he could only get 2 targets and 1 catch for 2 yards in a game that you win is beyond comprehension to me. So I have some sympathy for his blow up on the sideline, because what are you doing?
It was Skip. That make it seem like the man, he was just following the coach back and forth. Man, throw me the ball. Throw me the mofo ball. He just walked on the field, man, hey, throw me the effing ball.
Yeah. How many times did I watch Michael Irvin do that? How many times did I watch Jerry Rice do that? They did it on the sideline to their receiver coach. And they ranted and they raved and they ranted and they raved and they got it out of their system. And then the coach would be Hubbard Alexander in Dallas back in the day.
He was the sounding board. He took all the credit.
He took it. He just, like a sponge, he just soaked it up. And then finally Michael would just kind of decide and say, okay, I'll go back out there and I'll try it again. And they would throw him the damn ball.
Exactly.
So the point is, I loved what Mike T said, because he said, I'd rather say whoa than sick him, because if you're saying hold it down a little bit, it's much better than saying I need you to compete.
Exactly.
Right, because the kid will compete at the highest level. And I think he's going to be, I think he's going to be another one of those guys, another one of those top 10 types. But can Pittsburgh draft wide receivers?
They can. I don't know how they're able to do it, but they just keep finding them. Like you mentioned, I mean, it goes back from Plex to Hines Ward. They just keep Mike Wallace and Manuel Sanders and Juju and Antonio Brown.
They go elsewhere, right?
They don't always keep them, but but they do find them and develop them for someone else to get.
There's never a lack of drama either. One day, publicly campaigning team to sign Odell Beckham Jr. Dak, Micah, and CD, all just a few of the players who backed bringing OBJ in. Now, though, it looks less likely Dallas will ink Odell to a deal. According to reports, Dallas is now concerned about OBJ being healthy enough to contribute this season. That following a medical evaluation. Shannon, if Dallas doesn't sign Odell, how much do you think it'll hurt their chances at winning a Super Bowl?
I don't think it increases or decreases because I thought they had an excellent chance with or without Odell Beckham. I see CeeDee Lamb getting better and better every week. I see Michael Gallup getting more and more confidence in his knee. He's starting to flourish in this offense. And so for me, I didn't look at it like if they signed him, oh, that puts them over the hump. It's a slam dunk. If they don't, oh man, they should. I didn't view it as that. I think it would Skip. It would have been a nice consolation prize, a nice accessory. Instead of having, 3 candles, you got 4 candles. But it's not, candles don't make the birthday cake.
Yep.
The cake is already what it is. And if you look at their offense since Dak has been back, the numbers speak for themselves. 37, 38 points a game, the first down, the third down conversions. The number, like I said, Skip, the numbers speak for themselves. So I don't look at it as a, man, I don't know what's going to happen. So for me, yeah, I think it'll be nice. But if you don't believe someone can help you do what, if you can't help me reach my goals right now, and that's the most important thing, because that's what we Skip. This is a now business. I mean, this is a now business. The Cowboys don't have the luxury of some team that says, okay, we'll take the draft picks and we're building for the future. Mm-mm. That's not how they operate. Mm-mm. And so they can't do it like that. And so this is a golden opportunity because you don't know. Like you said, the Rams were up here last year, and now they're way, way down here. Way down. This thing, you never know how soon this thing is going to turn for you. Mm-hmm. So no, Skip, I don't think it hurts their chances of what hurts or increase or decrease their chances of winning Super Bowl. The Cowboys have a very good team. Mm-hmm. What's going to hurt the Cowboys are the Cowboys? The inconsistency, the penalties. Dak all of a sudden turns the ball over. You turn the ball over twice again, you get into playoffs, you're probably going to go home. Yep. No matter what round. I agree. You turn the ball over twice. That is correct. You're I'm with home. You. So, no, Skip, I don't look at it as like, oh, man, the Cowboys are doomed if they didn't sign Odell. I don't look at it as that. Okay. By the way, what hurts Dallas's chances the most is Hurts, as in Jalen Hurts. You're right. That's what hurts the most. We're going to discuss that in just a few minutes. All right. So Odell has visited 3 places, right? Yes. He went to Buffalo, where his old friend Von Miller, his former teammate with the Rams, remember, it's been a month or so ago, Von guaranteed that Odell Beckham Jr. was going to be a Buffalo Bill. Right. You pretty much scoffed at that because you said Odell and that snow, and because it was just starting to hit, like in waves. And you coming off an injury, Skip, I don't want to be in the cold. I want warm weather. No. So with the Buffalo Bills, did I ever hear Josh Allen or Stephon Diggs publicly campaigning for Odell? I didn't hear a peep out of either one of them. No, none of that. Did I hear ownership? No, I didn't hear a peep. Okay, he visited his old team, the Giants. And again, Saquon obviously would love to have him back, and Sterling Shepard, well, they're very close because they work out together, and I think they're like blood brothers together. Right. But did you hear Daniel Jones campaigning for Odell to come back to the Giants? I did not. Did you hear any of the Maras? Did you hear anything from the top campaigning for Odell to come back? I did not. What has happened with my squad, my franchise, America's team? They went completely over the top and over the moon for Odell Beckham Jr., right? Yeah. I've never heard anything quite like this because everybody got involved all the way to the top, where Jerry was cooing sweet nothings about Odell Beckham Jr. on all of his radio shows. He seems like he's doing like 5 a week now, right? I think he's on every day. It's like 24-hour Jerry Jones. But the point is that Jerry went along for that ride because the ride was a runaway train of – where did it start? Maybe Micah started it, and then D-Law jumped on, and then all of a sudden it's Trevon, and then it's CD. CD went so far as to say, we need him. Right. You're number one. You're the number one receiver. You said, we need him. Really? Yeah. Well, you're exploding. You went up to Minnesota and just absolutely